Greetings from Berlin, the Berghof Foundation. My name is Veronique Dudouet. I'm coordinator of the PAVE Project. I've been asked to describe how we define radicalization and extremism in our PAVE project on preventing and addressing violent extremism. These terms are often used interchangeably by policymakers, but it's important to use precise terminology in this field to avoid the risk of overgeneralizing or misappropriating those terms, which has sometimes led to entire communities being framed and targeted as sympathetic to extremism and terrorism. So let me start with the term extremism. In the PAVE project, we define it as any ideology that opposes a society's core values and principles. It's of course a matter of debate what those core values and principles really are, but there is a broad consensus defining extremism in terms of its opposition to democratic values and institutions, to pluralism or to human rights. So we have been researching various extremist ideologies, such as religion-based ideologies, identity-based ideologies, such as ethno-nationalism or sectarian ideologies, and political ideologies, such as far-right extremism. These different forms of extremism often feed into and react to each other. This leads to spiraling actions of aggression, of victimization, revenge, counterattack, and we call this phenomenon cumulative extremisms. Across those various ideologies, extremists advocate belief systems that claim the superiority and dominance of one identity group, in-group, over other ones, the out-groups. And this propagates a dehumanizing mindset. They might do this through non-violent, subtle means or through violent and explicit means, which brings me to the term radicalization. So, on the one hand, extremism denotes a particular ideological mindset or status, but the term radicalization is predominantly used to describe the process towards adopting extremist ideas, a notion that has also been called ideological radicalization. However, in liberal societies, where freedom of speech and opinion is a fundamental right, pursuing and expressing radical ideas is not in itself a problem. It's actually a right. The more problematic forms of radicalization are those that adopt a violent extremist behavior that we could also call a behavioral radicalization, which leads individuals and groups to support, to promote, or to conduct acts of violence, verbal violence or physical violence against the out-groups. One manifestation that has been visible in the media since the Syria war or since the rise of IS is especially the phenomenon of foreign fighters leaving their country to join violent extremist groups. But there's also domestic and homegrown forms and expressions of violent extremism, such as hate speech in social media or violent aggressions against members of other ethnic or religious communities.